we are ready to go then for the evening session here Saturday night in Louisiana. Jonathan Hennessee is going to get us underway in the winners qualification section. It's been double elimination all the way through to this stage. The winner of this match will be into the single elimination stage tomorrow morning, the last 32 of the Open. And it is Jonathan Hennessee that gets the first opportunity up against Tony Chohan, and it's a pretty decent one. Stephen Wyatt joins me on commentary, and we've got a good lineup tonight, Stephen, but this is all the matches we've got tonight are good, but I'm really looking forward to seeing how these guys get on.
Yeah, Hennessee from Tennessee, and of course T-Rex. No stranger to each other. Both of these guys play very high-level one pocket. I'm not sure how many games of 8-ball they played against each other, but I have a feeling this could be absolute fireworks. Hennessee is definitely a bar table master, and Tony maybe not as big of a fan as for the bar table, but he definitely has no problem making the balls, so this is going to be fun.
Just awkward. Going to be tough to connect to the next ball from here.
I'm almost wondering if he can shoot the 14 here to try and open up that 13 ball, but I don't know. This is interesting here.
Yeah, well, if he plays the 6 off the 1, then he can get on the 5, and it depends where the 1 goes, and that's not bad. He'll take that. Excellent shot.
Yeah, able to play that really well. And now just 2 balls left to take the first rack, obviously, with the 8-ball in a really good position here.
Might just come back a touch too far, but it doesn't really matter. He can just hold the cue ball. No issues with the 8-ball.
Oh, yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Quick start here.
Wasting no time, just over the 2-minute mark. Tony Chohan has a nice little stack of achievements as well. That's a tough break here. Cue ball
straight in, wasn't it, as well?
Yeah.
Not the way to start for T-Rex there. That's not good.
A big bounce. He caught the side of the rack face on, and the cue ball just it actually absolutely basketballed into the hole. No chance of it staying up. Everything kind of centered in that top right-hand corner.
Yeah, how many balls have gone up into that same corner of the table, making it actually quite tricky.
And I think if he can manage to make this ball, the 10, 15, and then the ball hanging in the pocket, whatever that might be when this is done, yeah. I kind of like taking this because the 12 ball has another pocket. The 10 and the 15 do not, so he really needs to get them moving.
He's just got to be careful not to allow anything to get blocked off by the 4 here. Yeah, he's done really well. That couldn't have worked out any better, really.
And Hennessee, not always known for his speed around the table. Generally can, people say, oh, he's a slow player. He's done very, very well.
I spoke to him into earlier on, I think it was today or yesterday, and I was asking him about that, and he said that when he's feeling good and he's seeing it quickly, he said he feels like he's quite a quick player out there, so the 30 seconds has not really been a factor for him at all.
Yeah, I think he used to get a lot of slack for being a slower player, and he kind of felt bad about it. He's always been very humble and nice to me, and I think he feels bad for, especially with everything being streamed now, people kind of made comment, and he sped up because of it, but it's not an issue here. He plays very, very well and with a good pace. He's going to have to let the cue ball roll a little bit with this one, but he's got a pretty big area where he can end up where he'll be okay. And Tony's going to be a little sick at this.
Just rolled an extra turn to make John think about this one, but it's not really a problem. It's just giving him just meaning he's going to look at it a little bit longer, really.
He's got choice there. He could have either stunned or rolled forward. He kind of went both ways. He kind of stunned towards the 8.
Yeah, I thought he had a bit more angle than he actually did in the end. I thought he was slightly worried about maybe the side, which is why he did get into it, but got into it way too much.
Yeah, I think maybe he could have used a little draw to move back this way, but he's going to be okay here.
Well, you say that. It stays up. That's a poor error, really. I mean, okay, 8 ball wasn't an absolute guarantee, but you expect to make it. But not being on it better than that was also that's the big real error. Big moment in the match early here, allowing Tony in, and he can just free his arm up here and run through a few balls, get the rack on the board.
Yeah, and an 8 ball that Jonathan would probably make 11 out of 10 times any other time.
Yeah,
just doesn't fall today. And Tony here really just taking this opportunity. Tony's one of the better characters in the United States pool. Is a fan favorite for a lot of people. Pretty good fan base, and genuinely a nice guy. Got the opportunity to hang around him quite a bit. And he's definitely not one to shy away from a challenge. And that's what this is going to be. It's going to be a challenge, as we're looking at the possibility of a 1-1 match. This is winner side races to 7. And it's going to heat up here. Tie ball game, 1-1. Tony T-Rex Chohan taking that rack.
Yeah, and it's what's noticeable about that bio is that it's all one pocket.
Yeah,
big time one pocket player.
There's always been questions as to whether or not Tony could play other games, and obviously he can, but what achievements does he have playing other games? And I think that may be one of the reasons why he was eager to play in this, because he wants to show that he can play other games.
Well, this is the time to show it. We're at crunch time here. Winners qualification. Essentially, this is a good round for the players to be in, though. You get 2 bites at it. Loser of this match will play again tonight in the losers qualification round, so they've got 2 chances to make it through to the last 32, where there are no second chances. But you really do want to go through the winner's side. I know there's some big players in the losers side of the draw, but there's more big players in the winner's side as well. The winner's side will play the loser's side when the draw comes out later on tonight.
Yeah, and Hennessee there just got his first taste of the shot clock, and it didn't seem to phase him a whole lot, but he did quicken on that last shot. Had no problem with that one, though. It's going to line up on the 5 ball here. Coming pretty close to that side pocket, but not going to be an issue for him. The 1 ball here, does this pass into the corner past the 10?
There's room, but it's not huge. Does make a difference, but if it doesn't, he can get short side, or could even play the 7 off the stripe in the corner, but short side position looks the one. And he can get there from here.
Yeah, this is a pretty good shot here by Hennessee, and look there, he's just wanting to line up for the side pocket, which puts him on the 8 ball fairly well.
That will work as well.
Yeah, corner side, it doesn't really matter. Just doesn't want the cue ball to do anything crazy here. I'm wondering if there's a reason maybe he didn't play that 8 ball to the top left, but I mean, sometimes it just comes down to comfort, right?
Yeah, I guess he could have gone both ways with it, really. No issues inside, though. Maybe he wanted to just get rid of the demons of the previous rack where he missed it in the side. Same pocket. away from Tony. That's not what he wanted to see.
Yeah, and Jonathan Hennessee here has the 7 ball, but the 1 ball's in a really weird spot. I wonder if maybe he can take the stripe. I think that's what maybe he was looking at here with the 15 ball. The stripes are definitely the better way to go. And quite a few winners qualification matches going on.
Yeah, we have one player already into the last 32. Very quick win for Shane McMinn over Damien Pongpanek. We'll go into the loser's side of the draw.
Oh yeah, Damien's a good player. He's with Jim up there.
Yeah.
And good player from the Seattle, Spokane area.
Yeah, he went through quietly through the draw, really. Fairly unscathed. But he's going to have to go and get it done in the loser's side of the draw now.
Yeah, so the one thing I like about this tournament is that there are several big names that most people have probably never heard of that are doing really well. Dallas Brassard is one of those names. Ernesto Bayawa, another. And Justin Espinoza, one of those as well. Again, not names that everybody knows, but great players nonetheless. I do believe Jacob Watson, who was involved in our shootout, is still in as well.
Yeah, and you can see all these as well on UltimatePoolUSA.com. Live scores are there for you to see, and that's for all tournaments as well, because we've got plenty of action going on the tables out there from the Women's Open and the Junior Open, so plenty to enjoy.
Lots of kids out there. I've really enjoyed walking around the arena and talking with some of our juniors and watching some of them play. There's some very talented kids out there. Maybe talented enough to one day give Hennessee or Chohan a run for their money. Be fun to watch that. This 8 ball is still in trouble here, Simon. I don't know the best way to get to it.
Well, he wants to be low on the 10 ball, but he's not got the great shape on the 13 to get low on the 10 for me. This could be a tricky shot.
Oh, he played it pretty well.
That's a much better shot than it looked to get. Because if you have too much angle on the 10, then you're really struggling as well. So to land, your margin of error on that shot's very low, and he's landed perfect.
So from here, do you play forward into the rail and push the 8 out?
No, I'd just drop on it. There's enough room. Just slowly get there. It's not the best line he's picked, but he still has a shot. He could have done with just getting a couple of balls higher. I don't know if he could have picked the pocket a little bit more.
Yeah, this is a tough cut here. Get a glance at this one.
It's an uncomfortable shot as well. Cue ball flying into the 1. Second 8 ball in a match miss for John.
If there's any saving grace here, Tony is going to have to get on the good side of a few balls here. But everything's kind of set up in a way that he can multiple different ways. So Hennessee really not going to like that missed 8 ball. Yeah, and I think here Tony is just really feeling fortunate on that missed 8 ball.
Looks to be a very good angle here. Training drill, just stay on the right side of it.
And Tony not a take your time line up type of player. He really is comfortable with just getting down on the ball and shooting it in, using almost like a muscle memory style of aiming and setup. Some would say maybe his stance or his fundamentals are a little wild, but he really gets the job done. Jeff Melton sneaking through the bracket, but I didn't even know he was here.
Yeah, quietly.
We'll get a chance to see some players that we haven't seen yet on our TV table tomorrow, because we'll be in that final 32.
Yeah, we're going to see the whole tournament play down to a conclusion.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun. We've had a good audience here watching our TV arena table, but just the thought of a single match being played for the entire thing, you're not going to be able to pack enough seats in here.
Another good chance here then for Hennessee.
Must call his extension. There he goes. You see him there glance at the shot clock to see how long his extension is. Needs to make a decision here. Ooh, coming right down to the wire there, Simon. Shot that ball with a little more than a second left. And he's going to be able to clean this up pretty well. I think this might be his toughest shot. I think the key here is getting out, running out, and, well, I was about to say, he's going to have to get on the good side of the 8-ball. He's trying to move that 8-ball, and I don't blame him.
He does. I mean, he doesn't have to move it. There is, I mean, it's fine, isn't it, really? I'm a little bit surprised. Well, I'm very surprised by that.
Yeah, did not take his time there, but look at this.
Oh,
Could not have asked for a better leave. And Tony's going to be a little sick here. John Hennessy does not miss very many times, but when he does, you don't want to get left like this.
I know the 11's half blocking the sort of right-hand side of the pocket as he was looking, but that was a huge wide and a huge piece of fortune for Jonathan Hennessy.
Yeah, and here, I mean, is there a play? Tony is very creative, so I wouldn't be surprised to see him shoot a shot and make a ball here. Oh,
very close on a couple of ways.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very dangerous man is Tony Chohan when you back him into a corner, and almost made something happen there, but Jonathan is not going to be able to miss any more balls because Tony's not always going to get left like that. And if he would have left Tony any better, I can't see John being back at the table.
Yeah, it's a frame winner, really, that good roll he had.
And good rolls happen. Darren Appleton, great mind of the game, said you can play the best pool in the world, but the rolls always win, whether they're good or bad. And isn't it funny? Most of the time the bad rolls come when you're playing a little bad. Crazy how that happens.
When you need the good rolls, they don't come.
Absolutely.
You get the good rolls when you're playing well. Always been the way.
Ooh.
Well, that's a poor one.
And I did not expect that one. Again, a little quick down and a little quick to follow through on that ball really hurt Jonathan Hennessy there.
Yeah, he's not playing quite as well as he did last time we saw him out there. He's made some fundamental errors and could really be 4-1 maybe on balance of chances, and he's going to be behind.
If there's any juniors here scheduled for the 8 o'clock time.
And Tony here just taking advantage of the situation. And this is a pretty common 8-ball, but you cannot take it lightly. You must give this shot the respect it deserves. Good shot there. T-Rex, another point on the board in this race to 7.
Can some of the big names come through the loser's side and rejoin the battle? Because they're going to be big banana skins in the last 32 draw.
Big banana skins. That's a new one on me.
As in, they're the players that nobody's going to want to get. If you've got, let's say, Chris Melling and Roberto Gomez make it through on the loser's side, you've got all the players that have earned the right on the winner's side to get a good draw, and then you get one of those two.
Okay, this makes sense. All right, yeah. I like that. Big banana skins. Well, and here, he's got a really good angle to just go up and bump the 3-ball. And that's what he did. And I was going to say, it's very important on that shot that he does not move the 14, because currently the angle is there. If you go into the 14 ball at all, you could really screw that angle to where you're unable to shoot it. So he hit that ball really well.
And not for the first time. He's in really good shape with a really good layout to get out and put a frame on the board. But, you know, he's been here before. It's not guaranteed.
And that shot there, he hit that a little funny. I mean, he made the ball, he got shape, but he looks like he's a little quick on his shot, and it wasn't nearly as fluid as it was. That one looked a lot better here. Going to be setting up for a shot on the 8-ball in the side pocket. And historically, him in that side pocket, 1-1.
It could be the same one, isn't it? That's on repeat.
He definitely wants to be the victor in this battle with that side pocket. He's going to have an opportunity at it here. And again, just needs to give this shot the respect it needs. Can't take it for granted. Looking to tie it up. Good shot.
Yeah, nicely done from Jonathan. Another rack on the board. We're all square once again.
And let's see how this break goes.
Hennessee has been breaking well. It's one of the things that are working for him in this match. Oh, that's not nice. He was breaking very well, but this one's no good. No choice here for Tony other than to go solids.
Yeah, the nice thing about it is he's got the angle right away to move that 5 and 7 if he wanted to. I think it goes clean in the pocket anyways, though. And this here is a big opportunity that Tony wants to take advantage of. He's had the lead. Hennessy's tied it back up, and then they've repeated that a couple times. Tony wants to stay on that line. If it continues like this, I believe Tony would be breaking hill. He wants that advantage if it comes down to that.
So he must be happy with the 5-7 combo here. Oh, it's straight in.
Yeah, and I'm
got
just
a glimpse from another angle.
Just wondering, I think, does this 6-ball pass the 13? I don't think it does, so he's going to have to land on the what they would call the pro side of the ball, and he does. He did that very, very well. And the 8-ball here just needs to decide which pocket he wants to shoot it in. I like what Tony's doing here. He could have gotten down on that ball right away, shot it. He took this time, he chalked his stick, and then he reset on the ball because the position on this 8-ball is very important.
And that's not great. Does it pass? Oh, it passes. He's okay. It's not the whole pocket, but he's got an open pocket, really.
Just needs to control his cue ball and make the ball, which makes this shot a little bit more difficult. That was a great, great shot. Really solid 8-ball there. The juniors here have been really impressive. I cannot wait to see who holds that trophy. And Tony here with a dry break. Looks, oh no, it's not dry, is it?
No, I think he's made a ball.
Okay, I see now. Dropped the 6-ball very quickly into the side pocket.
Don't know whether he can really do too much with the stripes. He might have access to the 2-ball, but solid's not great. 5-ball, well tied up. He's going to be solids though.
Yeah, and if he runs this out, it's going to be one that he earned. It's not quite the easiest play here. Four in the side. And he wanted a bigger angle on the 3-ball because he wants to be able to just touch that 5-ball just like that. That's a great shot.
Now needs another good angle, be able to get down the table from the 7.
And I think here, I mean, can he not just play into the 15 and use the 7-ball in the side pocket to get on the 1?
It's giving you the wrong angle. So he slides by it. That's really good. Now he's got the absolute perfect angle just to track down the table.
That's perfect. Good shot there. Tony just going to be able to make this 1 ball. And this will be the first time we've got a 2-game spread. And this seems to be, in these TV table matches, how it goes. Very close. One person gains a little advantage. And historically, I believe the players that have gained that advantage have eventually won that match. So Tony here looking good, 5-3 against Hennessee. They both come with the big shots when they need to.
The break deserved it, and he got the reward he deserved. It was really well struck, maybe even his best of the match. Looking to see if the 10-ball passes. Not sure if it does. Doesn't look like it.
It's very, very close. Very close. I think the 8-ball just has it covered. Yeah, that's no longer an issue, but now he's got a different issue. What ball do you shoot here?
He's got nothing clean, has he? He can see the 10-ball, and he can see the 9-ball, and that's it. Cushion first then.
Oh, phenomenal shot. Couldn't ask for anything better there. And just a little update here. Noel Martinez does win their match. So we have our first 4 of our final 8 of our juniors division. Very exciting.
Yeah, we'll get to see some of that tomorrow. We feel this is a really big visit to the table here for Jonathan Hennessee. He doesn't get out. I feel like it's a long way back into this match. He may not get a chance as well, the way that Tony's currently playing. So he absolutely has to get out here.
He played it well there. Just got to bump the 8-ball a little bit. Can he get to the side pocket? And again, him fighting with the side pocket. He loves it.
No problems with it this time, though. And it goes. Needed the clearance, gets the clearance, and back within 1.
This is Brittany Maynard?
Yeah.
Oh, she's a very, very fun player to watch. I do hope we get a chance to see her on this table.
Yeah, she's got another. If she doesn't turn that one around against Tyler, she'll play again tonight. And then she'll cause the tournament directors a headache for the scheduling tomorrow.
Yeah, women's and open. She must be a having a really good weekend or just simply a phenomenal player to get winner's qualification in both.
It's okay here for Tony. Needs that good angle just to come down for the 5, but should be able to get it without too much fuss here. Oh, he doesn't. That's a poor shot. That's a really poor shot, actually.
And he doesn't want to be tree-topped like this, and he's going to have to go at a downward angle. Watch for any movement on the 15. I know our referee is, and that was a clean one. Oh, actually, maybe not.
No, he's just going.
Yeah.
He's been leaving his chalk in his corner, not really bringing it to the table, but he couldn't get better on the 5 than this. That was actually not a bad shot to get to here. Needs another.
Gonna have to come with it. He overdid it.
Yeah.
And now giving Jonathan Hennessee a chance back in this match. He looked to go up to the hill. Not yet. Looks like Jonathan has a really good layout here. Simply because all the balls that he has to contend with are up top. If he were to miss one, he very likely would leave Tony a tough shot. And I think knowing that, going to go ahead and get rid of this 14 ball. Hennessee here just taking his time but being smooth with it. Ooh. Well, this is interesting.
This match is getting interesting.
Oh, and he just cut it in. What am I talking about? I thought it was a lot tougher than that. He made it look easy. Well, and Tony Chohan with just one ball blocking him from getting to the hill. Looks like we're going to have a 5-5 once this 8 ball falls in the pocket. There it is.
Yeah, just 3 racks to play. Both of them need 2.
And Hennessee here to break. He's broken pretty well in this match. He needs a big one here.
Well, they start flying in. It is a big one. And the layout's not bad. Not bad at all, actually.
So much to keep up with as well here at the Louisiana Open. Again, if you are watching UltimatePoolUSA.com, you can follow all the matches. This is the part of the tournament where it's really fun to see how it all lays out on that winner's qualification. We're getting down to the best of the best, including these two here.
Transition shot's the key here. I just saw him. Looks like he's looking for a straight line just to come straight down the diagonal of the table. I thought he might try and leave it on the rail and maybe pick the gap between the 1 and the 6 and come 2 rails, but
he's gotten a little straight here.
Yeah, I think that was the plan. He can come straight down the diagonal, but he's got his line all wrong there.
Yeah, that's tough trying to come back between those 2 balls.
It's why I like getting the cue ball on the side rail, because you just got to pick the line. The cue ball's going to do its own work. You don't have to do anything. You just have to make sure you pick the right line.
Yeah.
And the gap was a decent size. It was almost like a guide.
And I do believe after this match we have a couple other big matches coming up on our TV table. I know Billy Thorpe and Chris Reinhold will be a great match. Couple others going to be very, very good. good. And Tony here really in a position once again to get on the hill. Yeah, not much to do here except for point out the obvious. Tony Chohan about to get on the hill against Jonathan Hennessee, and with over 16 minutes remaining, that shot clock is all but not going to be a factor. Gets the crazy shape needed to get on balls and then misses a simple cut to the side or something like that. It's just kind of crazy how that's all happened. But look at this break by Tony here.
If the 1-4's on, then these solids are perfect.
Yeah, the 3 ball available, and I do believe the 4 is there.
Looks like it's on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Well, he's going to go for the stripes by the looks of things. To me, this is slightly harder, but if this shot comes out well, then this could be easier.
Oh,
yeah.
He made that look good.
Yeah, I didn't. That shot's changed it because now the stripes are the easier layout.
Yeah, that was interesting there. And looks like just trying to glance at this. There's so much going on here. Darren Appleton looks like he has advanced over Joey Barnes
fairly quickly as well, 7-1.
And that's a big one. Joey is a great player, and of course Darren Appleton, our Louisiana shootout champion,
looking to do the double. That would be some story for Darren.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can't say that I wouldn't be happy for him if I saw that. So still a lot of pool to be played and a lot of champions playing well enough to hold that trophy.
Yeah, maybe even T-Rex. He's 2 balls away. Simple enough 8-ball for a spot in tomorrow morning's last 32.
As easy as can be right here. He takes it.
Very nice from Tony Chohan. He is safely into the last 32. Slightly surprising performance, that one from Jonathan Hennessee. He's going to have to go into the loser's side and try and find a way, try and find some form and try and book his place back into the last 32. But for Tony, job done. Early night, back tomorrow morning.